Okay, good news. That only took about half an hour, so let's get going. And as you can see, it's Cheetahman, and I've messed this up already. Um, Before I maybe talk too much about the actual boss itself, I probably need to clarify maybe a couple of things I said in the last video. When I said that this boss was possibly harder than Soulry. So let me clarify a couple of things on that. On hard mode, I would say yes. My reasoning for that being, as I mentioned in the last video, I have not beaten this boss on hard mode, or indeed average mode. I've only beaten it on easy mode, and obviously I have beaten Soulry on hard mode. Now, this boss took an absolute eternity to figure out even on easy mode. Blast. And that was first time. I can't even recall the number of deaths I had on this boss. I must have been in the thousands. It was just, it's so tricky to get hold of when you don't know what you're doing. Everything has got to be kind of just so, and yeah, this drove me insane. Trying to beat this, there became a point where I thought I might not actually be able to beat this boss. But I kept kind of going away, having maybe a couple of hundred goes, or maybe spending 2 hours or so having a go, and then after that point just kind of giving up for the time being, and going back to it again after a little break kind of thing, because too much of this was just starting to drive me insane. Yeah, what I would have to say about this is this took me forever on easy mode for a first go getting through. Once you know what you're doing, where all the attacks are coming from, and ultimately try and pick up, when you're not failing horribly, pick up strategies for how to dodge all the moves. Amazingly enough, that's pretty amazingly enough as well. Dear me, that was terrible. This is bordering on terrible right at the start for quite a while now. Yeah, amazingly enough, this boss doesn't become, or turns out to be, not too bad. And I hope this doesn't take too long, actually, because I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, this is still a pain in the neck, don't get me wrong about that, and still pretty hard, but I've kind of developed a strategy almost for what I'm doing now, so I kind of have an idea of how to combat things. So they're certainly not foolproof. They don't work 100% of the time. They don't probably work even near 100% of the time. But they're better than kind of scrabbling around in the dark, not having a clue what you're doing. So yes, got rid of that. Let's hope. I'm actually hoping I probably don't do it this go, because I'd like to actually talk a bit more about the boss. Maybe next time I die, I will probably now. Yep. Just as annoying as a gorilla throwing barrels, we have a monkey throwing bananas. And a lot of them. If indeed that is a monkey, not quite sure. So yeah, maybe I should actually talk about the boss. Tornado move. Double jump the first one, double jump the second one, the third will go under you. Double jump the fourth one, and then the fifth and the sixth will go under you. And then kind of repeat that pattern. Not too bad when you're not failing terribly as I was earlier. Perhaps what I haven't already shown at this point is that you can't actually hit Cheetahman at that particular point. I haven't at the moment demonstrated trying to shoot him. I perhaps will when I die again next time, because I'm reasonably confident that I will die again. Right on cue, probably. Maybe not. Again, somewhat hoping I die. Strange kind of feeling. But yeah, he'll then after the tornadoes, he'll then charge across. This isn't very good, so I'm definitely going to die here. Oh no! Oh wow! He will charge at you. You just kind of have to, well, jump over him. That's fairly, damn it, straightforward. Maybe I can demonstrate the fact that you can't now hit him now. Yes, all the bullets are bouncing off him. So yeah, this is kind of a jumping pattern to dodge the tornadoes. Terrific. Try that again. Right. Jump over that one, those two go over. Jump over that one, those two go over. Jump over and two over. Right, now he'll charge at you. The arrow attack. There are probably multiple places to stand. I prefer standing here. I've just kind of got it down. After that, fall off the edge of the platform. Awesome. Probably pick up the running commentary on the attacks after a quick break, because time's running on. Okay, back again. And when we get there, I'll pick up the story. When we get there. Do you like the... Let me try that again. And don't lag, please. I do like the... I said no lagging. Background and the music. I do find that... particularly the music. I don't find that terribly too bad to listen to, because I have to fight this over and over again. Right, this attack. Yeah, release the hounds. The dogs, wolves, whatever they are. Basically, they kind of get rid of the floor, and as you can see here, they've left me with rather little of the platform left. But when you start, if you leave the, or if you stand right on the right-hand edge, I don't even know if I can make this. Nope. And I wasn't gonna. That was gonna mean I had very big trouble with the next phase. So I thought I might as well try and make the jump. If I couldn't do it, I was gonna have huge trouble with the next bit. So yeah, the hounds really kind of conspired against me there. Yeah, the trick to the beginning is if you can make it all the way to the right-hand edge, like this, then they won't hit you. But you're just kind of hoping they don't take too much of the floor away, as they seem to be doing here again. They've left me enough room this time. Now we have this guy running across the screen. You might have seen it actually this is very non-threatening, but you might have seen it a little bit in the last video. He does kind of speed up, so if I actually stop shooting him for a little while, perhaps you can kind of obviously tell that he is speeding up, and at a certain point obviously this will become very, very difficult to dodge. Thankfully I left myself enough time. Now this attack. This is possibly one of the single most annoying attacks to try and figure out how to do any kind of dodging when you first play it. I almost got through that. That was irritating. It doesn't look like much. When I first got to that attack, I thought, I kind of watched it a little bit. I thought that doesn't look too hard. The bees don't seem to be moving all that quickly, and yeah, I didn't think too much of it. But trying to come up with a pattern for dodging that is almost ridiculous, and quite frankly, I lucked out on what I found. There are probably countless ways of doing that. Some people can do it by kind of sticking pretty much where I am now and kind of staying right on the right-hand side, only using that kind of area. I did that once, probably as a bit of a fluke, when the hounds took away so much of the platform that I had no other option. Failing that, maybe when I get a bit better of a pattern or still remaining of the floor, I'll try and explain a bit about about how I kind of found the pattern that I'm trying to kind of replicate here, which, let's say, is nowhere near foolproof, but it works a good proportion of the time. And ultimately, if you can find something that works a good proportion of the time dodging the bees in this boss, then that's pretty good. I'll take that floor pattern. There's a few gaps that I need to obviously pay attention to, but you've left me kind of an area in the middle and an area to the left-hand side, which is fine. Right, so basically, a bit over here, jump this one, and then by the time this one comes in, I kind of move over to the right. By the time I move over to the right, I'm kind of messing about a little bit. I kind of move back to the middle, stay there for a little bit, go over to the left, kind of stay there a little bit, and then move back to the middle. Apologies if that was very hard to follow. It's very hard to replicate. I certainly, when I was looking, when I was kind of seeing others doing this, it's almost impossible to try and copy someone on that, because you just do not have the kind of timings down that you might have trying to replicate replicate that on someone. So it's bloody difficult to replicate that, and bloody difficult to perfect. Let's say I've still not perfected it. It works a good proportion of the time there. I was quite pleased it actually worked on that time when I was actually describing it in a bit more detail. Yeah, what can I say really, other than the fact that I lucked out in finding it. and it took an absolute age to find it. There may well be better ways, but as I say, trying to almost, goodness sake, trying to almost just replicate someone else who I might have seen do this in what will be an easier pattern is probably not going to work very well, just because there are probably little minute movements and timings that I just will not have down. But maybe as complicated as my way of doing. How the hell did that hit me? Yeah, as complicated as my way maybe looks of doing it. I kind of have my own internal clock as to when I need to make small movements or jumps to reset myself and kind of get myself in positions. So yeah, I don't claim to kind of for that pattern to be particularly good or anything, but I got it to work for me, and that's about all I can say about it. And well, with that, since I seem to be doing terribly, not even getting up to the bees at the moment, we'll let this guy run and maybe take a quick pause. Okay, back again. Let's try this, and hopefully this time get past some of the opening easier attacks to dodge, which at the moment seem to be giving me the most problem. With the exception of the arrows, although of course I've completely jinxed myself now. I'm not exactly thrilled with that floor pattern, but I can't really go very far to the left of the screen at the moment, but we'll give it a whirl. But yeah, not optimistic this time. Nope. I should have moved up further over to the left there, but I was slightly conscious of running out of platform. Oh dear. Alright, just made it in time. Come on, nice floor pattern. That'll do nicely. That's probably about as good as you could really hope for. Platform extends all the way to the left hand side, no big gaps to jump over. Of course I'm probably going to fail quite spectacularly now, but I can't blame that at all on the pattern I was given there with the floor. That was about as nice as you're going to get. That'll do. Thank you. Right, now here's also the point where where I would struggle on hard mode. What I am given, whoa, that was a very lucky. What I am given as a helping hand on easy mode is an auto fire, which is not only very helpful for the banana monkey, but also for this section. I have... Whoa! Why did I jump there? No, I've done you tons of damage as well. Irritating. Ugh. Yeah, that was really stupid. I'm actually very, very disappointed there. I've done a ton of damage there and was well on the way to doing that. Yeah, the auto fire basically means I can hold down the shoot button and not have to worry about repeatedly hitting it. And while trying to dodge the banana monkey and navigate the platforms over the huge, great big chasm, the fact that I don't have to worry about what I'm doing with the shoot button is a huge relief. So I've never quite got the hang of. I think I've set off too early here. Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, I've never quite got the hang of doing that with without the use of auto fire. So that's where I really struggle actually with this boss on hard mode. But yeah, I could have done that. That's going to irk me. Well, hopefully not for too long, but that's probably about just enough time for a video. So hang on, everybody, and well, I hope to see you next time, and hopefully we'll get this done. I'm not terribly optimistic, because I say it's still quite difficult, but I can live in hope.